Did you ever consider what made her enter your life through marriage? Was it just random destiny, or is there divine intention behind it? Could it be that your wife is not merely your spouse, but also your karmic lesson and your divine gift? According to Paramahansa Yogananda's precepts, there's no accidental relationship. Our existence represents an interweaving of energies, free will, and divine governance. Each crossing of paths, each tie, each loving feeling holds an objective greater than our initial perception. Your wife is not here only to make you happy or to share a home. She arrived to revive something in your core, to initiate the karmic dynamics of your past, to collaborate in your development through contentment and tribulations. She is your reflection, your test, and your support. And sometimes she is the graceful hand sent by God to support you when you cannot stand alone. This teaching is about learning to view your companion with spiritual vision, to comprehend why love can be challenging yet deeply holy, and to uncover how, through her, existence molds your internal development. If you've ever sensed that your marriage transcends emotional connection, that it holds teachings and concealed secrets, then journey with us on this holy route. In this existence and in all preceding ones, every thought, word, and deed imprints a mark on your spirit. This represents the rule of karma. It doesn't denote correction or remuneration, but proportion, superior justice working silently. Following Yogananda's guidance, no soul comes into your journey coincidentally. Every relationship is magnetized according to the energy you specifically manifested. Your wife is not with you by coincidence. She is a soul whose path crossed yours. Before, maybe you cherished one another, maybe you wounded each other, or maybe she was dispatched to finish something incomplete. She returned so these karmic seeds might flower into progress, healing, and metamorphosis. Some spirits move quickly through our existence, but a partner is connected to us profoundly, vibrationally and spiritually. She mirrors your assets and limitations. It's via this looking glass that karma exposes its objective. Partnerships are divine schoolrooms for the soul. Those most beloved to us are usually the ones with whom we carry the most intense karmic bonds. Your partner is part of your soul's pilgrimage back to the Almighty, aiding you in realizing the invisible story of your past conduct. This consciousness is the initial move toward a love that is intelligent and freeing. In the divine traditions of India, the feminine is venerated as Shakti, the productive force of the universe. Yogananda taught us that a woman, especially as a wife, is not only a companion, but a living demonstration of benevolence. When she steps into your existence through marriage, she transports both karmic tie and sacred potential. If a husband sees her only through the lens of attachment or desire, he loses a great opportunity. But if he regards her with enlightenment, as an instrument of the Divine Mother, her existence becomes consecrated. She sustains not just your corporeal being and emotions, but also your spirit. In her beam, you locate serenity. In her might, you locate valor. Even in her complaints or challenges, you find hidden teachings that help you grow. Yogananda said, "When you learn to see the soul in your partner, you begin to love with the eyes of God." Your partner is not simply carrying out temporal duties. Intentionally or unintentionally, she aids you in following your path. She polishes your coarse aspects, moderates your arrogance, and frequently offers more than she gets. When she loves purely, she becomes a channel of sacred grace. This mercy is not always gentle. Sometimes it is cutting, sometimes quiet, but it is always holy. See her as more than a name or role. She is a spark of the divine, appearing temporarily as your wife, sent by God to lift your soul. When you view her thus, your house becomes a sanctuary, and your union a route to liberation. Often in marriage we expect only joy, comfort, and companionship. Yet Yogananda compassionately guides us that sincere love, like genuine spiritual evolution, is not always pleasant. Your spouse is here not merely to provide pleasure, but to stimulate you through the secret strength of karma. Karma does not always arrive as pain, nor is it always easy to recognize. Sometimes it shows as feeling conflicts, repeating cycles, miscommunications, or the tension of two characters learning to exist as unity. Your spouse, deliberately or not, may stimulate reactions, fury, conceit, resentment, doubt, not because she is mistaken, but because your essence is ready to encounter and surpass them. This is how karma teaches. Yogananda stated, "Every challenge is an examination to fortify your spirit. When your partner opposes you, she is not injuring you. She is displaying something inside you that is ready to shift. Your forbearance develops when tried. Your conceit softens when subdued. Your caring deepens when it survives the turbulence." Instead of wondering, why does she behave so, ask, what wisdom is this offering me? Your matrimony is not just emotional, it is spiritual. Through your woman, existence provides teachings packaged in everyday discussions, feeling responses, and quiet instances. Oppose them, and they continue. Understand them, and they vanish. This is the blessed choreography of karma, emerging in the protected privacy of your residence. When you commence seeing this, you no longer consider arguments as troubles, but as gateways. Your spouse becomes not merely your mate, but your educator in hiding. Marriage is not merely a social agreement. It is not just about dividing a residence, growing a household, or completing obligations. In its deepest interpretation, partnership is a spiritual workout, a sacred regimen God implements in your life for the progression of your spirit. Yogananda frequently stated that genuine spiritual advancement doesn't occur solely in caverns or monasteries. It occurs in the peaceful instances of everyday existence, particularly within the closeness of matrimony. When two essences connect, their powers commence combining. Their habits, emotions, and thoughts affect each other deeply. This connection, though pleasant, brings incredible chance for advancement. Through marriage, you are constantly invited to practice selflessness, forgiveness, patience, and compassion, the pillars of spiritual life. Yogananda said, "Spirituality is tested in action, and marriage gives you this test daily. It is not about being perfect, but about becoming aware, mindful that your replies are your educators. Your partner is not here to trail your path or duplicate your pace. She takes her own journey with you. There are instances when your spouse's being feels like a comforting salve for your essence. When life feels overwhelming, yet a comment, a soft contact, or her peaceful companionship brings serenity to your heart. These are not little deeds. They are samples of benevolence. Divine favor often disguises itself in elementary forms. In nourishment, she provides without complaint, in the attention in her eyes, in the supplication she voices when you don't notice. Yogananda guided, "Perceive the Almighty in those who support you in small and persistent methods." Your companion may have been assigned not only to harmonize your karma, but to boost your soul. If she moves with dedication, gentleness, and a pardoning heart, she is genuinely a gift created from your own spiritual worth. In her presence, you receive both a mirror and a gift. She is grace walking silently by your side in human form. Now that you have begun to see your wife through the eyes of karma and grace, how should you genuinely see her? The response is straightforward, but life-changing. Peer beyond the exterior, peer beyond bodily shape, beyond customs, beyond character. See into her core. Yogananda expressed that every union is an occasion for liberation if we are prepared to acknowledge it. Your companion is your karma. She contains memories of your history, the happiness and incomplete instruction that pulled your souls together. But she is likewise your benevolence, because through her you are provided the possibility to surpass former cycles and become your best self. When you transition from "what do I receive from this matrimony" to "what is existence striving to teach me through this matrimony?" a meaningful transformation begins. You end criticizing, you end manipulating. Instead, you start to love mindfully, with consciousness, with respect. As Yogananda proclaimed, in every being, observe the divine. In every hardship, observe the hand of God. When you start to perceive your woman this way, not just as a companion, but as a holy presence in your existence, you find that love, when experienced with insight, becomes freedom. And that matrimony, when experienced with consciousness, becomes a gateway to the divine. Cherished being, if you have followed this far, it suggests something in this lesson stirred your heart. Maybe you have begun recognizing your partner or ally or even former relationships in an alternative radiance. What formerly looked like discord or perplexity may now manifest as holy arrangement, leading your inner expansion. As Paramahansa Yogananda magnificently educated, real love is not of the form, but of the essence. It is located in perception, in unselfish contribution, and in advancing together toward the brilliance of the Creator. Until that time, stay loving, remain attentive, and follow the path with an open heart.